I'll show you some interesting streets. Let's see if the Sony is overheating. Samsung doesn't care, it's nothing, it's cool, but the Sony might overheat, so that could be a problem. We'll go and see some interesting streets. I also want to try 4K 60. Between these phones, the Sony is more like the professional videographer toolkit, while the Samsung is more all around. Samsung has a bit of a wide screen. It's more useful to fill forms online, documents, lots of things. The Sony has this narrow ultra wide screen, and it's useful to watch videos, movies, ultra wide movies, but it's just a phone. You should need to started the tracking by mistake. 7 minutes recording for both of them. The Xperia passed the 4K 60, 4K 30 test. So now we will do a 4K 60, why not? Let's do 4K 60 for the Xperia. It's overheating? No. Not overheating at all. So that's nice. I switched the sound between both of them, and you will see an icon on the screen for which phone has the sound at the moment you're watching now. It's a bit hot today. I did another test for Xperia before and it was overheating, so that's why I want to compare it to S23 Ultra. This is Samsung S23 Ultra below versus the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V. Let's see which one is better. I really like the image quality from the Xperia more. The video quality is more interesting. Okay, so we are almost at that Magic Street. Let's see some stuff. I could even switch. I could switch to the zoom. Okay, now we're recording the Samsung 3X and Xperia 85mm. I could zoom in a little bit on the Samsung to match the zoom, or no, 3.2x, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Even on the 85mm, I believe Xperia looks better. Frames per second, 85mm. I think it's a bit. Try to hold it. Samsung stabilization is much more powerful. So yeah, this is how they look like. Yeah, I really like the Xperia more. There is something about the Xperia, but maybe I will change my mind later when I see this on the computer. Maybe it will not look so great, so we'll see. don't know. Okay, let's try to do a zoom test. That building there, all the trees there. Okay. Let's do the zoom test. So we are now at 85mm on Xperia, 3.2x on Samsung, now 7.4x. 190. I have to do this separate. So yeah, there is some sharpening going on the Samsung. Samsung definitely has some sharpening going on. 4.8x Samsung and 130mm Xperia. This road sign looks better on the Xperia also. Let's go to 10x. Yeah, the Samsung is much better at 10x. No surprises there. Much better at 10x than the Xperia. Okay, let's see those palms. And now on the Samsung 10x, 206mm on Xperia now. 206mm. $147 now on Xperia. And back to 3x on Samsung S23 Ultra and 85mm on Xperia 1 Mark V. Versus 3x, 30p, 4K, HDR, both of them. Okay, closer. Okay, well, 1x zoom, and I'll try to go around and see what's here to show you. It's a good way to test the stabilization. Yeah, the stabilization is really good on both of them. Interesting stuff here. These are some old town houses, really interesting blue. This is how it looks like. They're really close. How close can it go? From the two phones, the Xperia is the one I use, but we also have the Samsung S23 Ultra, and I really wanted to do this comparison, and it's nice to try it. The Samsung is more solid, it's more like a solid phone, all around phone. Maybe the videos are not as good as Xperia, maybe they are, maybe more, but the versatility of S23 Ultra is much higher. It has the S Pen 10x. On 10x you can't beat the S23 Ultra. The quality on extreme zoom, it's always better on the S23 Ultra than the competition. Don't know now which one you see me on. So let's see, share. Yeah, if you see me, it's gonna be probably on one phone I have half head, and the other phone I have the other half head. So yeah, interesting area. The S23 Ultra has a case. The Xperia, Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, I couldn't find the case. They didn't have the case, and interesting way to check some things out. Nice street. They are both recording. I'll try 4K 60. Let's try 4K 60. Okay, I think it's recording 4K 60 frames per second. I think the Xperia will overheat pretty quickly in this mode. They are both, I don't know if I could show you, they are both in the sun, so don't think that the Xperia is covering the Samsung. It's not. But in 4K 60 the stabilization of Xperia might be a bit worse. Workshops, nice cars. It's even open. So 4K 60 now. This is the true test for Xperia. It's still recording, so that's a good thing. I'm expecting the Xperia to do a thermal shutdown or disable the cameras at least, because this is what it did before for me. Before, when I was trying to record 4K 30, after using it a bit more, it overheated. But now I record 4K 60 and I'm in the shadow now, trying to help it a little bit. Yeah, 2 minutes recording in the shadow, not too bad. This is some construction site. Yeah. Cars passing by, you can test the microphones like this to hear the movement from left to right.